You are listening to Safe Teens Online by Digitally Aware Decisions. As you listen to this episode, please keep a few things in mind. First, none of the information contained in these podcasts should be considered or taken as legal advice. Second, laws and interpretations change over time, and a recording may be slightly outdated. Third, any comments or opinions in this episode are solely those of Digitally Aware Decisions. And now, here are the founders of Digitally Aware Decisions, Jason Lambert and Mike Adams.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Mike.
I am Jason.
Welcome to episode 2 of our series on sexting. And in this episode, we are going to be talking about the history of sexting, definition, and we're going to get into some of the statistics, the numbers. Get your slide rule and your abacus ready because we're going to talk some numbers.
Now, if you have no idea what he was just talking about, feel free to Google it.
Your teacher probably knows how to spell abacus. Probably.
Hopefully.
Yeah, maybe. So we're going to talk a little bit first about what the definition is. The technical definition of sexting. It is the act of sending sexually explicit messages and or photographs primarily between mobile phones. Translate that, Jason.
Texting each other inappropriate pictures.
Right, and that's what most people think it is. They think it's just simply taking what they'll call a nude selfie and sending that picture to boyfriend, girlfriend, whoever it is. But like we saw in Megan's case in the previous episode, it doesn't have to be between mobile phones. That definition said primarily between mobile phones. Really, it's using any kind of digital media to be able to send that picture, a message, or in Megan's case, even a video. A video still meets that definition.
Now, we throw around this term of sexting, but we all know that a word isn't a word until it's actually published in the Merriam-Webster's dictionary. Well, with sexting, this happened in 2012.
Now, was this the print version of the dictionary, or is this the online version?
I don't know. I just Googled it, so I'm going to say online.
Do they still have a print version?
That's a good question.
Yeah, I don't know. So how long have we actually been using this word, though?
Well, you have to figure we've been using it for a lot longer, or leading up to 2012. Our research shows that it was actually first published in 2005 by the Sunday Telegraph. It's a magazine based out of the UK.
Funny that it's coming out of the UK. Wonder why that is. When we ended the previous episode, we asked the question, is this a new problem, or is this a new version of an old problem? Jason, what do you think?
I think when you look at all the technological advances your generation has and has experienced, that's the common denominator here.
Yeah, absolutely. Technology has changed everything. 83% of teens have cell phones, and more than 77% are texting. In the previous generations where this was happening before, this is because your body is changing. You know that. You've had the lessons on that in school or from your parents, so that's not news to you. The big difference here is the fact that you have this access to technology, and the two of those things combined are what makes this so much different.
Mike, I would even contend that when you add a third component, and I'll call that component the microwave generation, or something we can also call instant gratification, it's where now, if we want to buy something, we don't have to go store-to-store shopping. We quickly jump online, we buy it. If you want to get a new song, you don't have to go to the store and go buy the CD or whatever. You just download the MP3, you're good. It takes a matter of seconds. So there's just that very instant gratification.
So what you're saying is that when you combine the technology, the instant gratification, and the hormone factor, that this is just a recipe for what we have happening right now with sexting.
Absolutely. I believe this has created a perfect storm and fully explains why we're faced with this problem.
Now, the numbers on this are something that I find pretty interesting. 39% of teens have sent sexually suggestive messages. 48% have received sexually suggestive messages. Now, that's just with the messages. That's not photos or videos. 20% of teens have sent or posted nude or semi-nude photos or videos of themselves. Does this surprise you, Jason?
It kind of does. I knew it was a problem, but when you put it in the context of thinking, you look around in your classroom, look around at your peers, 1 in 5 have actually sent a nude photo or video of themselves.
But what do you think about the messages part?
When you think about the messages part, the idea that half of all teens have received a message like this is scary, especially when you consider that receiving this message could lead to criminal charges. That will be discussed in a separate podcast. Now, Mike, who are these videos and pictures normally being sent to?
They're typically sent to a boyfriend or girlfriend. It's about 70% of teens that send out the nude or semi-nude photos or videos. That's who they're trying to send it to. They're sending it to their boyfriend or girlfriend. But 44% say that it's normal for a sexually suggestive picture or video to be shared with someone other than that boyfriend and girlfriend. So they send that video, that picture to the boyfriend or girlfriend, but someone else sees it too. Maybe that boyfriend or girlfriend forwards it on to someone else. Maybe someone just sees it over their shoulder, but it's normal.
So I guess for those that are listening to this podcast, what do you think? Is this normal? Do you get to see pictures that weren't meant for your eyes? They were maybe meant to be between a boyfriend and a girlfriend, and they're sent to you?
And if you are in a classroom right now while you discuss this, keep in mind that the stories that you're telling could be about classmates that you know and others in the class know. So just be careful. Don't use any names or any other information that would give it away and embarrass someone. So think about it, talk about it, and we will see you on the next episode.
This has been an episode of Safe Teens Online by Digitally Aware Decisions. Copyright 2014. Digitally Aware Decisions has a Facebook page. Find them there for information, discussion, links, and news. Thanks for listening to Safe Teens Online. And always remember to make digitally aware decisions.